Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high.
Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. What I want to do today is I want to share my favorite colors that I have been consistently using in my illustrations throughout the month of April. However, I'm going to do it different to the usual. I'm going to actually go along this colorway. So, it may be confusing for some, but let's do it. We have some pinks, we have some reds, oranges, and then going sort of into chartreuse and a bit of a gray. To the side here, I have got some skin tones. So these three are the colors that I have been using for skin tones, and there are some more options here for darker colors. Now, I don't want to have a super long video. I am currently filming content for Patreon, so therefore I don't have too much time for this. However, I wanted to share these colors with you. So let's see how we get on. We may or may not touch on the skin tones. Pink. So I'm gonna do this like very different. We have got Blush Pink by Derwent, and this is the Chroma Flow. I am going to first swatch them and then later on write the names. Then we have got Uniposca Light Pink. And then, let's see, we've got Just Pink. And this one is Molotov. So these are acrylic markers. Fuchsia Pink is up next. Kind of lovely, slightly muted type of a pink, like a dirty pink. And then this one is Neon Pink. It's got a really fine nib, so I don't know how I'm going to do a large swatch with it, but let's try nonetheless. Okay, here we go. Next, we have got Acrylic Ink, and that is the Rowney FW Fluorescent Pink. Okay, I need some sort of a brush. There we go. Then we have got, oop, my brush wants to roll, it wants to run. We've got reds. Let's start maybe with the darkest, what I have here. And we'll go with this one. So, this one almost doesn't look like a red next to a neon pink, but it is. It's a strawberry, and it's Derwent Chroma Flow again. Then we have 847 Tombow. Now, if I had my sketchbook next to me, then I would tell you the name, because the name is not written on the markers, but I can't find that sketchbook. And I do need to have a spring clean in my studio, which I'm currently doing all over my house, but not in my studio just yet. 856. Share if you have anxiety going through your art supplies, just in case you need to get rid of some. So yeah, okay, this was Caran Luminance pencil, and the color is Permanent Red. How are we liking the color swatching so far? All right, then we have a peachy color, which is called Melon. Again, Derwent Chroma Flow. There's a specific way of how I use these colors. Predominantly, some of them are blush colors, some of them are lip colors, some of them are makeup colors. But if you want to find that out, you will need to go and check my Patreon if you are interested. 026, so this is your typical kind of mustardy type of a color. And then we're gonna go into, let's go into this green. This is 133 Tombow. So these are water soluble, beautiful markers. You can use them in place of watercolor. In fact, if you love traveling and you love creating art on the go, those are great kind of watercolor substitute. You can take your favorite colors, you can take one of those water brushes, little sketchbook, and off you go. Don't need to have the whole setup with like a proper jar of water, a brush, just, you know, like a regular brush, and the big watercolor palette. You can create beautifully with these. Okay, going back to Molotov, I love this color so much. I have it in 3 different nib sizes, and this is Poison Green. Beautiful color. Then we start going into beautiful neons, neon yellow, fluorescent. So I love neons, particularly these kind of chartreuse type of colors. However, the camera does not love them as much as I do, so they don't show up perfectly. Okay, if you want something a lot more intense, then go for fluorescent chartreuse, and I believe the satellite could pick up on that color. So let's go. This is Acrylic Ink. Look at that beauty. It's a high flow acrylic, which is basically the equivalent to acrylic ink. Okay, let's just use a bit of water. This color is best in its kind of thickest mix. Next one is, or the last out of the color arrangement, is N60, again by Tombow. So it's kind of like a grayish, bluish gray type of a color. I use it very often for eye color. So these colors will be drying. I will just show you a few illustrations here that I used those colors in, and that's that. If you want to see the rest of the sketchbook, which is a lot, I'm doing a flip ever so often on my Patreon, sharing all of these illustrations there. And sometimes we also do pages as well. I also want to show you something else. This is a sneak peek, which is something I filmed yesterday for Patreon. It's going to be the first video of May. By the way, if you are new to this channel, I do 3 videos, 3 exclusive videos of art content on Patreon, and mostly it's all in kind of in bold colors and sort of teaching and sharing how I use color and how we do it. So here are just a few pages just to give you an example what I do on Patreon. There's a lot of flowers and a lot of girls, and there is also other things in between, like abstract art and all of that kind of thing. Okay, so that's that. Skin. So I'm going to feature mostly Caucasian skin, but I will show you darker skin tone options. 942. Again, Tombow. Ecoline 374, this is pink beige. And Ecoline Deep Ochre. Again, Ecoline is a liquid watercolor. It's a dye-based, however, so different experience altogether. Very interesting. In terms of being light fast, I'm not sure how light fast they are. So the way I do this, I use this color as a contouring or as kind of shadowing and deepening the skin tone. However, you can use it on its own, and also have a few other options here. So there is the beige, which kind of has gone a bit kind of grayish, so it's a weird color, but I think mine has gone off. It hasn't been like that before, but I sometimes use it with the other colors, so just to neutralize things. We also have yellow ochre. So let me just go like that. So you can see this one has a bit more, kind of less red, more yellow in there. And then we also have burnt sienna, so that's for a really dark red undertone skin, or for that sun-kissed kind of element of the skin. And then we also have got sepia, which I use to mix in or just for a dark skin tone. So let me just create little variations here. Okay, so that's the skin tones. The way I do it generally is I use this little palette here, which has little wells in here. This is handmade by me. They're available on alyonacreates.com if you're interested. And what I do is I kind of drop a little drop of different tones and kind of mix them in between a little bit to create skin tones. Well, this is not the best paper to show you on, but maybe I'll do it on a little scrap of paper right here. So what I do is, so say for example I'm going like that, and then in some areas I will darken the skin. Yeah, and then some of them you can wake up from previous and also darken, just to give you an idea, and then you can just, you know, use a bit of water. So that's how I go about them. Also, just before I go, I have a few more options of these palettes if you fancy to have a little set. These are the other options. That's my biggest one, and it's housing 8 colors with bigger wells. And there is a flat one if you don't want to have any restrictions of the wells. And then there is also an 8, just a smaller one, and they're great to just pop on your sketchbook when you're illustrating and just have them sit right there. Sometimes I use a border clip. Let me just demonstrate. Say like that, and then, you know, off you go. You can paint easy peasy. So these are great to pop into your little pencil cases and whatnot. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to write the titles, give you a close-up, and that will be it for today. But if you want more, check out my Patreon. So here are the colors. You can have a closer look. All the pinks going into kind of reds and oranges. And I have really loaded up. Oh, I didn't title this one actually. Let's see. Okay, this is called Fluorescent Chartreuse. So I'll write it underneath here. Fluoro Chartreuse. There we go. Okay, got it now. And I just made a little mistake up here. So this one is supposed to be Tombow 942, and this is the Ecoline Pink Beige. So you can see, you can create these lovely blossoms with these watercolors. It looks beautiful. And although this looks a bit funny for skin tone, there is something really interesting about it. There's almost like an outline. You can create a lot of kind of abstract elements with it. Even in skin tone, if you're going for something kind of unique, it really works quite well. Eyeshadow, all sorts of things. All right. So I hope you enjoyed my favorites, and I will see you next time.